What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another Indians live stream. And as you can see by the title, I'm going to be recapping the Rays series. And then I'll be previewing the White Sox series. And then I'm going to be talking about the future of baseball streams on this channel. Because the way I see it, the amount of baseball streams is going to decrease by a crap ton over the next couple of weeks as football season gets underway. So, pretty much, you already know what it is. Starting off with the recap of whatever the heck happened in Tampa Bay. I mean, we're playing in that dump of a stadium in Tropicana Field. Piece of garbage stadium, just like the Coliseum, just like the Mausoleum, man. It's a horrible-looking stadium. Got catwalks on the roof. There was a time where players would lose the ball in the roof, like they couldn't see it. So they'd be left looking up to the rafters like, where's the ball? And then the ball would fall like 5 feet from them. It'd be almost equivalent to looking up at the sun trying to catch a ball in the sunlight, but it's a dome. Yeah. So, they decided to change it around this year where they added like lights up there, like change the color of the roof. Some days it'd be like blue. Sometimes it'd be like kind of like sunset or something. I don't know what the heck, but it's a stupid looking stadium. And by the way, barely anyone goes to those games. We're talking about a team that's contending for a playoff spot, and no one goes to the games. I mean, that's Tampa for you. I think, their stadium is in like St. Petersburg, and like no one goes to games because there's not really many ways to get there. But Indians went into Tampa Bay this weekend, of course, feeling really good about themselves. They absolutely dismantled the porous Detroit Tigers. They swept them out of the building, coming off of winning 2 or 3 against Kansas City. And, the series did not get off to a great start with the first game. Shane Bieber was on the mound for this game, game one. He was fantastic. He did his thing. He tried to help us win this dang game. If only the bullpen, which is starting to become a liability all of a sudden, could help him out, that would be great. And it would also be great if the offense could contribute. And the offense, it's like we left the offense in Detroit, and they couldn't get the offense to Tampa Bay quick enough, as we did not score at all. 5 hits, no runs. We gave up 4 runs on 8 hits to the Rays. And the backbreaker was when Adam Simber came into the game and just absolutely projectile vomited all over the mound. We faced freaking Pruitt. Like, who's Pruitt? I swear the Rays did like 3 or 2 bullpen games, and they still kicked our butt. You might as well. Pruitt went 5 in the third, but still, they did. I think they did do a bullpen game in game 2, though, essentially. But Bieber went 6 in the third. He did great. 9 Ks. Usually that's a winning stat line. 3 runs. Then Simber came in there and completely just. And the thing is, those Bieber runs were given up by Simber. Simber was responsible for those runs. I'm sorry, no, it was Bieber responsible. Those were his runs. That went against his average, as it all came crashing down in the 7th inning. It's funny though, they Meadows single, Darno single, they get Troy out, and then Garcia got the first run. So there's 1 run. Okay, Bieber gives up a run. They decide, let's take out Simber. Let's take out Bieber. Here comes Simber. Wendell grounds out. So, just a reminder, there's still 2 guys on base. And then former Indian Jesus Aguilar comes up and hits a home run, and that really just killed Shane Bieber right there. Those were the guys he was responsible for. Like those are the guys that he would, yeah, they went towards his ERA because Simber's a bum. He's turning into a bum right before our eyes, and that was it. That was it. Just that inning. That was it. Drake got the win, 3-1. Former Indian again. He was an Indian for like a week, I think, before Oliver Perez came to town. And then Bieber took a loss he did not deserve. He fell to 12-7. This offense is so inconsistent. But then again, that's what you get when you beat up on the Tigers. You know, you get a little full of yourself. Yeah, we're fantastic. And then you lay an egg against Tampa Bay, a team that you need to beat because you're fighting for a playoff spot. You're either getting wild card or you're trying to get the AL Central. And the Twins are not losing. Like, they cannot lose. They have a big stretch coming up. I think they have the Red Sox coming up after they're finished with the Tigers. By the way, the Tigers freaking suck. They actually did win a game, but guess what? We lost. Luckily, though, that kind of saved our skin for like a day because the Twins just cannot lose. And this is the worst time to have this little funk because the Twins are starting to get hot again, and this is almost like what happened back in like May. We're probably going to wind up in a wild card spot, Really sucks, but it's what happens when Dolan doesn't want to go out there and sign key players, and then injuries. Injuries really killed us, especially with Kluber and Clevenger missing some time. Carrasco's been out dealing with cancer, but he's back. Thank God. I did not think he'd be back this year, but he came back, and I think Zimmer will be back soon. Luplo's back. Not really much else. Tyler Naquin, of course, he's out for the year with a torn ACL. He actually got hurt in this game. He ran knee first, or like he slammed his knee into a wall, completely messed up his freaking ACL. He's out for the year. So Jake Bowers is back. Yay. But yeah, Bieber went 6 1/3, 6 hits, 3 runs, 9 Ks. That's usually a winning stat line. Usually for Bieber. Because usually Bieber gets run support. Not this time. Pruitt, 4 hits, 6 Ks, and 5 1/3. Drake, and then who's that? Posh, and then Kittredge all seal the deal. And then you see this shirt? It says "Wake up the bats." They needed to wake up the bats, and they didn't. We only won 1 game against the freaking Rays. In fact, we went 2-11 against the A's and the Rays. 2-11. We won 2 games against those 2 teams combined. Wow. A 4 and a 3, 2 4-gamers and 2 3-gamers. Right? 8. I'm trying to think. Yeah, 2 and 3, or 2 and 11, or something like that. That was bad. No, actually, no. It'd be 2 and 12 now, right? Yeah, it'd be 2 and 12. Damn. I wouldn't be shocked if we actually missed the playoffs with the way. But this is almost like the Blue Jackets. The Blue Jackets had a rough stretch. They picked it up. This is the time you need to pick it up. You need to turn up now. You only have 20-some games left. And in case you didn't know, you see that dude right there? His team is returning to action this week. You had the benefit of being the only thing on in town for the last couple months. But now, interest is really starting to grow for these guys right here. And if the Indians continue to play like crap, well, the city's just going to turn all their attention to these guys and completely forget about you. That's the way it's going to be. Now, what's next here? We got game 2, I believe. Let me find it here. Okay. Yeah, we lose 4-0. Fantastic. And then we lose Naquin for the year. Every year, it seems like the Indians have a gut-wrenching injury that just completely kills us. Usually it's a pitcher. This year it's Naquin. Past couple of years, of course, there was Salazar and Carrasco. This year it's Naquin. By the way, Bradley Zimmer still has not stepped foot on the major league field yet. He's in AAA. He's activated. And then he was sent down to AAA, so that's good. Lupo's actually back too tonight, by the way. That's good also to see because he hurt his hamstring, I think, in the Red Sox series. But let's take a look. MLB.com would gladly load. Okay. Next, we got game 2, the last game of the month. And what do you know? Another stinker. We actually had a chance in this game too, believe it or not. We were looking all right. Offense actually woke up after getting shut down. Plazak looked okay. I mean, he didn't look good. He didn't look bad. He looked okay, which, I mean, can't even really say okay. He looked more or less like mediocre. I mean, he didn't completely blow up. But the Indians actually scored first, thanks to a 2-run blast from Santana. And usually when we score first, we win. Not this time. And then G-Man Troy homered. That dude has been a thorn in our side for the past couple of years. Bottom of the 3rd, Tommy Pham homered, 2-run homer. So there goes the lead. And then bottom of the 6th, Garcia homered. Then Sogard singled. Bottom of the 7th, Darno homered. Duffy grounded out, scoring and a throwing error, scores a run. And then in typical Indians fashion, they decide, hey, let's make a comeback. Lindor homered, and then Greg Allen doubled. There's a 2-run homer for Lindor, 2-run double for Allen. That was it. We had chances, but offense just couldn't finish it out. Could not finish it out. Yu Chang came up, struck out. Lindor came up, popped out. That was it. But you know who we can blame for this one? Again, the bullpen. Because, because looking at the stat line, Plazak, 4 runs, 5 innings, 6 hits, 1 walk, 4 Ks, 2 homers. Okay, that's not bad. If he would have kept it, if our bullpen would have shut him down, we would have won this game. If it was just Plazak's runs scoring. But no. Clippard came in there, 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, 2 runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 1 homer. Hunter Wood came in, 1/3 of an inning, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, 1 homer. Matt Matan came in there, 2 innings, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. That's, again, bullpen completely choked it away. Just vomited on the mound again. So Beeks got the win there, 6-3. Plazak takes the loss. He's 7-5. Pagan gets the save. He has 16 on the year. Moving on to the final game of the series, the first game of the month of September. Yes, we are now in September, which means football season is here. And now the Indians really got to pick it up because, like I said, if they continue to play like crap, people's attention is going to start turning towards the Browns. I mean, everyone here around here knows this is a legit Browns town, but we love the Indians. But if you're gonna suck, we have a team to watch in the Browns. In the old days, they'd be like, oh, at least we have the Indians. But now it's like, dude, the Browns are freaking amazing. Browns might actually steal all the attention away from the Indians here in the final month of the season. Could you imagine if the Indians missed the playoffs? I mean, it's possible. It's very possible that could happen. I don't want to say it will, but if it does, oh boy, I cannot wait for that. If that happens, I'm going to just be like, well, good job, Dolan. Freaking messed it up. 3 straight AL Central titles, and you do that. It's all because you didn't go out there and at least, boost this team up with some free agent signings, but instead you sat on your hands and you played cheapskate again. Oh, and by the way, one of your minority owners, was it John Sherman? The dude who was pretty much your cash flow? Well, he went out and bought the Kansas City Royals for $1 billion. It's a lot of money. So yeah, his cash flow is gone. Honestly, it makes me wish that Dolan would sell the team because he's not good. I mean, he's notoriously cheap. I mean, this Indians team, man, this little spell that we're going through has really brought out the negativity in me right now, bro. I hate being negative, but bro, come on, man. We're trying to win a World Series, man. We got a freaking amazing freaking manager, but the team is just. Ugh. I hope that we're just, kind of low-key sandbagging a little bit. We'll pick it up at the end of the year. Hopefully, wouldn't that be funny if we just came out of nowhere and swiped the AL Central away from the Twins and then go into the playoffs and do a Blue Jackets and sweep the first opponent we face and then go into the next round and probably get tormented by probably the Yankees or whoever we play, probably the Yankees or the Astros, depending on where we are in the seeding. That'd be crazy. That'd be awesome, but I don't know with this team. If we can get healthy in time, I mean, it could happen. This team could pick it up here in the late couple weeks before the season ends. What's crucial is, though, we're getting back healthy. And by the way, Jose Ramirez, I don't know if you guys heard, but he had surgery on his wrist. He is out for, I think, several weeks. He'll be back, I think, just in time for the playoffs, maybe. If not, he'll probably miss the AL first round of this whatever series we're in, wild card game or the DS. Who knows when he'll be back? I know his season isn't over, but it's dangerously close. I would like for him to at least have a series to get in here, but I don't want to have our season come down to the wild card game. But if we are in the wild card game, who would I put in that game? Probably either Clevenger or Bieber. Definitely. I would say Clevenger. Put him in the wild card game. For real. And I almost forgot another thing. The waiver claim period is now over too in MLB. So we can't even add anybody from outside the roster. Because if we do, they're not eligible for the playoffs. And by the way, the Clippers are in the playoffs, so we're not going to get many reinforcements from them. We got a couple guys. Dan Otero's back. James Hoyt, who I haven't seen in a long time, he's up with the squad right now. And, of course, Carrasco's back. And Bowers is up. So those are our reinforcements for the moment. I'm pretty sure that I have to go through the Clippers roster and see who else is on the 40-man. Because there's no way that's all 40. No. That's like 29 or 30 players. I don't even know. But anyways, game number 3, it's not even really worth talking about this game. This game was yet another stinker. Rays got on the board first, and, they would not look back. Wendell singled in a run, and then Bowers hit a ground rule double. I really wish that ball wouldn't have went over the wall. Could have scored a couple more runs, taken the lead. Who knows how that game would have went? But of course, the ball bounced over the wall, and we only got a run. And that would really kill us because we had some other guys on base too. And of course, the offense couldn't do anything after that. And then Nate Lau homered, and then Darno hit a RBI double. Almost was a 2-run double, but we got a guy at home, so that's good. Nailed the guy at home. Leads to a great throw from, Mike Freeman to Plawecki. Got the second runner, so they only scored one run. And then Darno singled. Bowers hit a sac fly. And then Zunino singled. Sogard singled. And Meadows singled. All in the bottom of the 8th. That was it. So literally a half an inning after Bowers cut it to a 3-run game, which is manageable. And they go and put more runs of their own, 3 more runs of their own on the board. That pretty much put it out of reach. Rays sweep us with a final score of 8-2. Morton got the win, 14-6, and Plutko took the loss. He is 6-4, which is still surprising to me that he's 6-4. And in terms of length, Plutko went 4 1/3, 6 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 2 Ks, 1 homer. Morton went 5 1/3 with 4 hits, 1 run, 3 walks, 8 Ks. Wow. So not really much else to talk about regarding that one. It's really sad though. This is the time you got to turn up if you're the Indians. By the way, how funny is it that on August 31st, the score was 6-9, 69? Not nice. No, not nice at all. But yeah, I don't know if I went through the stat sheet for the pitchers from the 31st. Klezak went 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 1 walk, 4 Ks, 2 ding-dongs given up for him. Castillo, who got the start, 1 1/3, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 Ks, and a homer. Of course, they did a whole bullpen thing. The worst outing was from Pinto, who almost let us come back into the game with 1 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, and a ding-dong. And then they brought in Pagan, and he sealed the deal. So, yeah. Fantastic. So now where do we go from here? Well, we head home. So we get the heck out of Tampa Bay, away from that trash bin of a stadium called Tropicana Field. Wow. And we head home to Progressive Field, and we face the White Sox, a team we haven't seen in a little while. In fact, I'm pretty sure the last time we faced these guys, wasn't it in Chicago when we had arguably the worst series of the year? I'm pretty sure. Might have been that time. I might be mistaken. But Rays, by the way, walked it off over the O's. Every team that we need to lose, win. Wow. We're going to wind up missing the playoffs because we're derping at the wrong time. It's the way it is. Oh, well, they asked for it. That's what we did a great move at the deadline, but, the injury bug struck, and is that going to do us in? I don't know. This team is very good. We just got to get back on our game that we had a while back when we were just kicking the crap out of teams. But anyways, for this series, starting off tonight, 4-gamer, it'll be Aaron Savali on the mound. He's 2-3 with a 1.96 ERA and 30 Ks. He has been fantastic in his last couple outings. Too bad the offense usually doesn't support him. He'll be up against Ross Detweiler, who is 2-4 with a 6.45 ERA and 40 Ks. So I like our chances on that one. Game 2, which will be September 3rd. Wait for it to load up here. MLB changed the whole thing around where I can't go on the Indians team slate anymore and look up the probable pitchers. I got to go to the actual MLB probable pitchers page and manually go through each day to do it. So tomorrow it will be Dylan Cease, 3-7, 6.92 ERA and 53 Ks. Honestly, I thought he'd be much better than that. And he'll be going up against arguably one of our biggest aces. Honestly, our ace. I mean, he has an amazing record. 10-2, Mike Clevenger. 2.72 ERA and 123 Ks. Keep in mind, this dude missed a lot of time. That's why I'm saying, man, if we're in a wild card game, you put him out there. He's been nasty since he freaking came off the injured list. The second time. For like that little rolled ankle that he had. He was on there for like a start. He missed like, I think, one start, if he even missed a start at all. Because then he came back against Baltimore and just looked bad. It was like Texas and Baltimore where he looked like trash. And then his next start after that, he was phenomenal. Since then, he's been lights out. And I love it. Even though he does look like he's kind of dancing on the mound because his foot action, I don't know what that whole thing is there, but oh well. And then game 3 will be, if it decides to freaking load, what the heck's going on, MLB.com? You're tripping right now, aren't you? Okay, here we go. So September 4th. This thing used to flow so well, but they took away the probable pitchers thing on the Indians site. So I got to, like I said, do it manually on the MLB site. So slow. It'll be Ivan Nova. Oh, man, 9-11, 4.48 ERA and 97 Ks going up against Shane Bieber, 12-7, 3.27 ERA and 224 Ks. I don't think Bieber will hit 300. But honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if he could do it next year. So it's so awesome seeing Bieber out there. You know, honestly, I miss all that time. But yeah, how about that? We got our 2 aces, obviously. We're going to have his plays at. So that means on the 5th, it would be Plutko. Fantastic. Now, the Indians actually did this whole thing with Clevenger, moving him up because they want him to pitch against the Twins. Obviously, you'd want him to pitch against the Twins. He's your best pitcher. And then September 5th will be Reynaldo Lopez, 8-12, 5.41 ERA and 138 Ks, going up against Zach Plazak, who's 7-5, 3.61 ERA and 70 strikeouts. The way it looks like, Plazak will definitely end the year around 100 Ks. But I remember a time before the All-Star break when the White Sox were literally nipping at our heels for second place in the AL Central. And then out of the All-Star break, they came out absolutely horrendous. I think they lost like their first 7 games. Wow. And they've just completely, especially with the way that, you know, the Indians and the Twins, I think with the way these two teams are built, I think it'll be Indians Twins for a little while. Especially because, you know, the smartest thing the Twins did was get rid of Molitor. They brought in Rocco Baldelli, and they actually went out and spent money in free agency, and they added some good pieces. Meanwhile, we just pretty much sat here chilling. Added maybe a couple pieces or whatever. I mean, you're really relying on your farm system to help fill this team. But I mean, I don't know. I still like how people are still showing up. We'll see what it looks like once Browns season starts. I still think a lot of people are going to show up for Indians games. But I mean, more people are going to be watching these guys right here. But I mean, we're still going to show out for our squads. You know, we love our sports around here. But man, you just got to turn up, man. It's time to turn up if you're the Indians. You're running out of time. You only have like what 20 some games left. This would be game 80 out of 58. So game 80, you. In fact, let's see where we would be where we are right now. So 80 plus 50, well, 79 plus 58. This would be like game what 138 coming up right now today. Wow. Game 138. Running out of time, Indians. Better get your act together. We may barely win 90 games. But honestly, I hope that, you know, we're that team people sleep on and then we just turn up in the playoffs if we make it. I mean, if we slip in there by a game, I mean, hey, we're in it. Now we're just turn up and let's get lit. Now, update on the injuries because there's a lot of them. Hopefully we can at least take 3 or 4 from these guys. We have to sweep these guys, but 3 or 4 won't be too bad considering the Twins, I believe, face Boston. So hopefully, you know, Boston can help us out for once. That'd be great. But man, wow. Taking a look at the Indians injury list, which is slightly smaller with the activation of Bradley Zimmer and, of course, Lupo coming back. And, you know, with the names coming off, you, of course, add Naquin to the list, which really sucks because he was having a decent year, looked really good, helping us out. He was a clutch hitter, and that's typical Indians right there, you know. Oh, there's always that kind of injury every single freaking year. Never fails. You know, we can never go into a season fully healthy. But I mean, we still got quite a few guys on the injured list. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's still some guys on the injured list. I mean, you still got Anderson, Arroyo, who, of course, both are not coming back this year. AJ Cole, you have Kluber, who will be back soon. They think possibly September. Naquin next year, torn ACL, obviously. Olsen, they don't know when he'll be back. Oh, they actually said he's out for the year. Damn. Wow. I did not know that. Wow. Ramirez, they think he could be back. Oh, if he does come back, it'll be playoff time around there. Jeffrey, they say possibly the week of September 2nd. So this week sometime. That'd be great. And then Denny Salazar, they think he could be back by the end of the year. Now, I know a lot of you guys are also wondering, you know, what's it looking like on the 40-man roster? You know, how many other players do I think we could bring up? Well, let me look up the roster here real quick, the 40-man. And I'm going to go through each position and talk about who I think who will be coming up. Of course, my favorite guy, Logan Allen, he'll be coming up. This dude really bats right, but he throws left. Wow. I like Logan Allen. He could be a legit starter next year, for real. You know, especially with what happens with Kluber. If we literally get rid of Kluber for some reason, I think Logan Allen could be that number like 2 or 3 starter. He's good. He's decent. AJ Cole, injured list. In fact, I'm going to compare the injured list stuff. And I'm going to kind of go through and because I'm pretty sure guys will be added, like we'll purchase contracts and stuff. I think we would have did that with James Hoyt, unless he was already on the list. Oh, he was already on the list. Okay. Maitan, and of course, John Carlos Mejia. I don't even know if he's going to stick around, but all right. Interesting. Tyler Olson, he's obviously out for the year. Otero, you have Perez, Plazak, Pleco. Jeffrey will be back soon. I'm thinking Salazar, same thing. And so really the only players that we're not going to really have are a player, was Olsen, and I don't know about AJ Cole. I mean, is he out for the year? Let me look. I forgot if he's out for the year or not. But let's take a look at the chat real quick. Oh, look at that. Nothing. Wow, no one's watching. No one's commenting. I don't even care. Doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. I guess because people actually are doing other things. AJ Cole. They don't know when he'll be back. So, if anything, I think he could be back, but I don't know. As for the catchers, of course, we have three: Haas, Perez, Plawecki. Arroyo's not going to be up. Obviously, he'll be back next year. Everyone knew that already. Ramirez will be back by the playoffs, and Velasquez, I'm sure we might see him. I don't know. Is he on the list? No, he's not. Okay, so yeah, I think we're going to see him. That'll be fun. And then, of course, the outfielders, Naquin obviously won't be around, but he'll be, I don't know who's going to replace him. Maybe Daniel Johnson. We might actually see Daniel Johnson, one of the other guys we got from the Nationals in that Yan Gomes trade. We'll probably see him put in the outfield. And I mean, Greg Allen, Bowers, Lupo, Mercado, Johnson, Puig, Reyes, and Zimmer. That's not a bad outfield. It's not bad. Good hit, good clutch hitting power, and good speed. Except for Fran, but he has the power, though. He has the power. So, yeah. As for the future of baseball streams on this channel, for the rest of the season, I am mainly going to be doing Saturday streams. I think I'm just going to relegate Indians games to Saturdays. We have 2 Twins games on Saturdays, and we also have, I think, the Phillies. And then I think that Phillies game might be my last stream of the regular season. I might, because I'm not doing the Nationals one because the Buckeyes are playing at that time. And, of course, this is a football channel, and when football season takes off, football definitely surpasses baseball. So, but I will be giving updates to the Indians during the Buckeyes stream and everything. And, of course, they also play during the Browns games, in which obviously I'll be giving updates to the Indians games during the Browns streams as well. But, yeah, once Indians playoffs start, I'll see the dates and how they coincide with Indians, and we'll see what I do from there. So that is going to wrap it up for this live stream. Shout out to the 0 people that are in here. Not like it really matters. I mean, people can just come back and watch it if they wanted to. But yeah, it's going to wrap it up this live stream. I'm Crazy Dog 99. Let's go Tribe. And by the way, I will not be doing the White Sox series. I will still be doing the recaps and previews and stuff, but I just won't be doing the actual game streams. I'm really just lightening up on the Indians streams because baseball is kind of getting old on this channel. Yeah, a little bit. So, yeah, I'll see you guys when it comes to baseball on Saturday. It'll be a little doubleheader stream day. Buckeyes at noon against Cincy. And then we got some Indians and Twins at night. So, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for my Titans-Browns Week 1 preview. That'll be fun. It'll be a video, not a stream. So that'll be fun. Can't wait to do that. Football is officially back. And, yeah, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Tribe. And I'm out.